morning. Happy Monday. Hi, everybody. I'm back again with another story. Thanks for tuning in. Today's story comes from author I actually read his work before. It's called The Eagle Feather. It's written by Kevin Locke, and the illustrations are by Jessica von Innerbener. And I read Trudy's Healing Stone by this author before, so they seem to have a collection of stories, and I hope to get more because their work is really good. So I read Trudy's Healing Stone, and now I'm reading The Eagle Feather. And this story was written by Kevin Locke. He is a world-renowned hoop dancer, traditional storyteller. He's an educator, a recording artist, a Northern Plains flutist, and cultural ambassador. And Kevin Locke is from the Lakota and the Anishinaabe, and his Lakota name means the first to arise. So in this story, he's going to share with us, it's a 4 to 6, a children's adaptation of what the eagle means and the teachings behind the eagle. And it's actually just an adaptation of a book that he wrote. So he wrote a book called Dawn Flight, a Lakota story. So this is the children's version of that. So it just simply focuses on what the eagle represents to him. And for the author, it represents, and his teachings, is that the eagle represents courage, honesty, and kindness, and how we can all learn that from the eagle. So for Indigenous peoples, First Nations peoples, we know that our animal relatives have a lot to teach us, and they've been here longer than us. For my teaching, the eagle represents love, megeze, and that love that you have for yourself, for your family, for your community, for your children. So there's a lot of teachings that our animals that we can gain wisdom from and learn from. So he's just going to share with us in this story what we can learn from the eagle. And then I'll show you something, some feathers that I have that were gifted to me. So here we go, the eagle feather. Look, up there, an eagle flying by. Let's follow his journey as he soars through the sky. There we can see, oh, there's the eagle. This beautiful eagle can teach us many things. He has as many lessons as feathers on his wings. Wow. These teachings are to be kind and courageous, and not to lie. And like his feathers, these virtues help him to fly. I recognize the spirit of the eagle in myself and in you. We must fly towards the light in all that we do. He recognizes there's a spirit of an eagle in this little girl. Hey, look what I have found. An eagle feather floating to the ground. Wow. Little one, what a blessing this is. The eagle wanted you to have something that was his. Find the eagle in yourself and others day and night, and you can soar above darkness into the light. That's great. So we know that the eagle feather holds a great message for us, and that's a special gift that the eagle wanted her to have. So remember this story, and you'll know what to do. You can share the eagle's lessons with your friends and family too. So here she's talking about the eagle's teachings with her friends, and she's showing them her eagle feather. The end. See, so what we've learned is that our animal relatives have a lot to teach us, and particularly the eagle teaches us about courage, about being honest, and finding that inner light and that strength within yourself and recognizing it within others. For some people, the eagle is a sign of a leader. It's different wherever you go, like different nations have different teachings. So recognizing and respecting that, someone may have sit with a different teaching, but I've heard that the eagle can represent being a leader. So recognizing the light within yourself and within others, being able to share that, make the space for that, being honest, being courageous. I know that Megeze, the eagle, represents love. So even though you may hear something different, for a lot of Indigenous peoples, for First Nation peoples, there's a common theme. So even though there may be different teachings here and there are some commonalities. So there are some things that are similar. So in the end, Kevin Locke shares with us a few words in Lakota, and my pronunciation is not great, so I apologize. I'm trying. The great tree of life is Chinwakan. The grandfather above is Funkasila. Feather is Wichaka. And eagle is Wombly. So I'll show that to my friends. You can see that. And that's the eagle feather. Oh, there's a special treat. He shares with us some pictures of him hoop dancing. It says, I shared earlier, he's a world-renowned hoop dancer. He's showing us some pictures. And he's a flutist. Well, I hope you enjoyed that story. It was a bit brief, but it has a really strong message, and it shares with us some of our teachings. Oh, and before we go, I want to share with you some feathers that I have. This is one of the first feathers that was gifted to me. I don't know what bird it came from, but this was gifted to me at a powwow about 3 years ago, and it's got beautiful beadwork. So I often use this. I usually just leave it by my medicine wheel, but it can go on a keychain. It's got a little strap, so I can hang it anywhere I like. And this was recently gifted to me by a teacher and a friend, by Shannon, when I started on my journey as a community educator. And I too can't remember what bird this is from. It's not an eagle feather, but we know that birds and our animal relatives have a lot to teach us. So when someone gifts you a feather, it holds significant meaning, and it's on my journey as being an educator and a teacher. So there's a lot of love behind this feather, and I often use it for my smudging. So those are two feathers that hold great meaning and significance for me. Okay, I hope you enjoyed today's story. Thanks for tuning in. Miigwech, Mama B.